Good afternoon, YouTubers. Just want to do a quick video of my Feelfree Lure 11.5, and I'll do a review later. But I had noticed, I've had this about a year and a half or so, and noticed that I had some wear right here underneath this guard I've made. It had some wear. So what happened is it's wore down from where you roll it on the wheel and you're carrying it by the front handle. The kayak's tilting left or right, and if it tilts, these wheels only protrude about around 1 inch or so from the bottom of the kayak. So when it tilts, it's actually hitting the side of the kayak, and if you're on concrete or pavement, it's nothing but a piece of sandpaper, and it's literally just taking the material, taking the plastic right off your kayak, and you don't even know it. So be really careful, even if you're on rocks. So what I done was looked on YouTube, and Sea Monster Fishing had actually shown a keel guard made out of Schedule 40 PVC pipe. He showed how to heat it, whatever. It's a pretty simple process. I just cut it the length I wanted, cut it from here to here, put a slit in the middle of it, heated it up with a heat gun. Obviously use precaution. PVC, it does put off toxic fumes if you get it too hot. I mean, obviously I'm doing this outside. I didn't smell any fumes, but just use precaution, obviously, when you're dealing with any type of plastic and the chemicals that's in it, or if you're using your oven, by all means use caution. But on this piece, like I said, I was able to use a heat gun. Some people use a torch. What I done is I actually heated the pipe up. It was a 2-inch round Schedule 40 grade PVC pipe. Heated it up, flattened it out. Here's the piece. Here's a piece right here that come out of the center. You can see how flat it is. Then I laid it down, started heating it, brought it over when it was hot, put it on the kayak, and started forming it. Make sure you wear a leather glove or something. Started forming it down, and it really worked well. PVC holds its shape good. It does well. I kept my glove wet. That way, I could use it to not only to help keep my fingers cool, but obviously when I needed to cool the piece down, I'd use my other hand, splash water, because obviously the quicker you cool it, the quicker it stays to shape. But anyway, just started working it from the front to the back. It does pretty good. I had some gaps in it. You'll notice from the pictures, from the picture that I'll post, it does, it fits pretty well. So the gaps that it had, I just went back, reheated those areas, formed it nicer, and this thing really, really fits tight. Now, a lot of the guys are using 2-sided tape. It's like a 3M outdoor. It's like good for 30 pounds or something. It's pretty strong. I opted to just Gorilla Glue mine. I've used Gorilla Glue in a lot of projects and stuff. Obviously, it can make a mess, but so what I done, I didn't scuff the bottom. I left it slick. That way, if I ever needed to get it off, I could. I knew it would hold. So I put Gorilla Glue on the underneath side of the piece I had made. Sprayed the kayak lightly with water. Obviously, water is an activator for Gorilla Glue. It helps make it foam and helps it cure. From what I've seen in testing, it works really well. I done that every 30 minutes or so. I would come back out here, and where it had dripped or where it had ran, I would wipe it down, kind of keep getting rid of the foam. And then once it was dry, there's some few spots, I just kind of trimmed them off. Then I went back, probably didn't need to do this next step, but I went back with silicone and just kind of siliconed around everything. The only reason I've done that is keep water, keep more so dirt and stuff getting down in there, because Gorilla Glue, when it foams and it cures, it's kind of a porous bond. It's not like epoxy, it's not like hot glue. It's got some porosity in it. So I just done that, like I said, just to kind of seal it off. But so far, everything on it, done well. Like I said, Sea Monster Fishing done a good job explaining how to do the keel guard. I think on the keel guard, you do have to, you're gonna have to get it a lot hotter, because obviously mine was hot back here, but the keel, you've got to really warp it you know, form it around this. You can see I hadn't really done a whole lot with it. I just started, but this piece is going to have to be extremely hot, probably with a torch, to where you can pull it across these Feelfree's keels, because a lot of the keels, some of the other manufacturers, their keels are a little wider. This one here is pretty pointy. You know, it's got a pretty steep angle here, so it's going to take a lot to do. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try it here this evening, and if there's anything else, you got any comments, questions, feel free to shoot them to me. I'm not sure if I'll be able to answer them, but I'll do my best. But that's it. That's kind of the rear wheel guard, if you want to call it that. I think it's going to do well. It's obviously going to protect the kayak. I'm obviously going to put some up. I maybe put another guard here and over here. That's an area that sometimes gets bumped, scraped when I'm loading it by myself because of concrete. But yeah, so if you got any questions, guys, girls, let me know. I'll help you any way I can. Obviously this isn't a perfect job. I think it turned out pretty nice for what I need to do, and I'll kind of review it, you know, as I use it. But other than that, take care, guys, and God bless. See ya.